It's your boy Primordial Beats. Welcome to the What You Telling Me show, a platform where we dive into the dynamic world of music, personalities, and controversies. In today's episode, we're diving deep into the enigmatic realm of Digga D. Brace yourselves for a deep dive into the complexities that surround his artistic prerogativeness, empowering messages, and the diverse perspective his work elicits. Digga D's music is known for its raw and unfiltered portrayal of life on the streets in it blood. You get me? Some hail him as a modern day storyteller. I gotta protect my energy. Too much enemy, I say it, friend. Yeah, you get me? Storytelling, bruv. Too much fakeness. That's what I hate. You get me? Shining a light on the harsh realities that often go unheard. But this rawness comes with a price. Controversy. How do we reconcile the line between artistic authenticity and the potential negative impacts of explicit lyrics? Is there a way to really appreciate the art while acknowledging the potential repercussions like dip, splash? Like, it's just little things like that that really make me, as a person that grew up obviously during the Drew era, shout out to Harlem Spartans, because in my opinion, their music woke me up to the effect of dip, like, bro, it makes you want to do the action, but at the same time, it only makes you want to do the action because you're hurting so deep inside of yourself. You get me? You're hurting so deep. You just want it out. You just want to. So the fact that my man's able to do that, a part of you is like, well, if he's able to deal with his pain like that, why can't I deal with my pain like that? Like, what? Just because man will get bagged in that. Like, what does man care, fam? Man don't care about getting bagged. Man don't care about getting killed, bruv. My life already feels like death anyway. And that's where I look at Digga D's lyrical prowess is undeniable. His words resonating deeply with his audience, you get me? His music serves as a mirror reflecting the struggles of marginalized communities, sparking conversations and social change. Because, yeah, I've definitely seen a change. Like, again, for me, it's that song, you gotta protect your energy. Too much family, I see a friend turn enemy. Like, please don't ruin my energy. Like, that song, again, like, really shows to me as not even just a social change, but it also shows an artistic truth that he was never out here. As much as he had a sniper in London, he wasn't sniping, man, because he wanted to snipe, man. He was just in a situation, you get me? And he was dealing with the situation the best way that he could, fam. If you're a king and somebody's coming for your territory, you're gonna have a sniper too. Otherwise, you're no longer gonna be king. You're gonna be pawn. And nobody wants to be a pawn. So big up Digga D, fam. Yeah. Music alone, yeah, it's just that big wave. Like, music alone can really incite change in it. Like, or should artists? That's the big question. Or should artists bear more responsibility in shaping the narratives they present? And that, I feel like, is not something you can put on an artist. You get me, blood? Like, it's like telling somebody, yo, you could have all the girls in the world, but stop because other guys need to have a chance with girls too. But it's not your fault that bad girl I want you. So, like, it's kind of, I look at it on the same aspect of, like, as an artist, you create an image, and if people like that image, they'll be drawn to that image. As a guylist, you create an image, and if the guy them are drawn to that image, yo, man, you get me? So that's where I look at it, just that simply put, bruv. Like, people are so weak-minded, they need to stop doing artists like this, bruv. Like, even for myself growing up, guylist, bruv, guylist. But bare man, because they weren't getting no girl, started getting bare into my head and that to take me away from that lifestyle that was making me a guylist. And vice versa, bruv. Like, it's just bare messy, yeah, if I'm honest, it's just bare messy. So my big take on that one is, if you're not an artist, bruv, like, who are you to judge what an artist's music is doing, fam? You don't even know. You don't even know that industry. You don't even know that realm of things for you to ever have an opinion, blood. You're talking out of your wassa. You get me? Talking straight out of your wassa. Because I'm trying to keep this PG, blood. It's talking straight out of your wassa, bruv. And nobody should have the right to stroke straight out of their wassa like that, bruv. Especially when you've never held nothing. You've never lived nothing. You don't know what it's like, fam, to have this burning feeling on you. You finally get music to express it, and then bare man, they're calling you a bad influence. It's jarring. It's jarring, fam. Because for me, fashion's always been my outlet for, like, my negativity and that. But then I started getting bare gal in that. Then man, they made me feel evil because I got bare gal in that, babe. Fam, You should have patterned up instead of coming for me. You get me? And that's where bare people's mental health get mashed up. Because instead of people patterning up, they attack somebody who's just living their life. And then that person's thinking, oh my God, all these people can't be wrong. So maybe there's something wrong with me, bro. You were happy. So why did you care about them? And yeah, it's just that, fam. So that's why we explore the potential power and limitations of music as a catalyst for transformation. You get me? Like, because even for Digga D to go from, I was the only one my age in London with a sniper to, I gotta protect my energy. There's no true change. But the only thing that's transformed is the delivery. It's the delivery of, it's still same way as you in London with the sniper. You are protecting your energy, bruv. That's all it is. But somebody will be like, oh, he's a criminal. Guns are illegal in England. And there. Shut up, blood. Who are you? Who are you? Like, for somebody to really be, are you the police? Are you God? That's the real question. For you to say you know law, are you God? Did you make law? Are you God? And that's why, again, I really rate Digga D, because he's even said, like, there was some lyric that he said, like, I don't know how God real feels about me, blah, blah, blah. In my perspective, God loves you more than most man, fam. Why? Because you are actually a man. I grew up around a lot of fake mans, innit? So for me to watch Digga D as somebody in my peer group of an age, and I've got more respect for him than a lot of the men around me that are the men, the fathers. God loves you, bro. Honestly, God loves you, bro. Help me out of a lot of mental health thinking that, oh, there's something wrong with me when I was just surrounded by a lot of weak-minded, weak, active men, bro. There's nothing wrong with you, bro. You're on your journey with God, bro. Like, for real, all the service that you're doing, Digga D should be block club proud of himself, bruv. Like, out of a lot of people in the industry, he should be block club proud of himself, bruv. He's showcasing what being a man, a traditional man, is above any and all odds of this soft world, trying to make us traditional men into basically women, cultural women. Like, anyway, that's a whole other conversation. But I'm really proud of him. Like, Digga D's journey from, like, adversity to the acclaim that he's got now, in my eyes, that's a great emblem for empowerment. You get me? Like, I'm all for it, because my whole thing, I love empowerment. I love empowering people. So I think that's what life should be all about. And in his own capacity, he's doing that greatly. Because in my eyes, it's the ability to overcome obstacles and transform man's pain into power. You get me? Like, even for myself, like, bro, a lot of things are piss me off. I could be here all day pissed off, but yo, I could shout and talk my shit right here on this podcast and let out all this pain and frustration, and even give love to some people that deserve some love they might not be getting. You get me? So it just all really struck a chord with me. That's that transformation from pain to power over any obstacle, like, and even just the controversial side of the lyrics, like, it raises questions. You get me? Like, it raises a lot of questions. Like, we're all out here in this entertainment thing, struggling in that, and like, it's still just that big question, like, for somebody to come and have opinions, who are you, blood? Like, it's just a madness, because at the end of the day, I kind of think it's like the thin line between what's empowerment and what's glamorization of criminal activity. That in my eyes is the annoyance of the perspectives and perceptions that are existing here. Because that's the question I feel all police officers should be asking every single youth before they put them cuffs on, bruv. Like, are you doing this to empower yourself, or are you doing this for a glamorous lifestyle, fam? Like, because even for myself, like, when man did his thing, certain little bits, you get me? Man's lived a life, bruv. All throughout, bruv. I was doing it out of empowerment. That's where a part of me always feels like, maybe that's why God never bagged or killed me, bruv. Like, because I was genuinely doing it to empower myself as an African youth, and now in England, and especially with, like, family in debt and all of that shit. You get me? Like, man was just trying to get some empowerment, bruv. Like, every Christmas, every birthday, every one of these British raised and born dons, yo, I got this, yo, my parents love me, look how much they love me. And it's visible, bruv. Like, when you can visibly see how much somebody's parents love them, but at the same time, you're visibly now looking at yourself like, bruv, like, do I not deserve love in that? Like, bruv, like, and you could argue, oh, that's all materialistic and da-da-da, but love is love, bro. Love is love. If you're hungry and I come give you a bit of bread, you feel that love. So if you're a child and now your parents showcase to you that you are valuable enough to be worth Nike and Adidas, as much as just materialistic BS to some, the reality still lives. There's value in that. So if you are willing to give that to your child, you are willing to showcase to your child, this is how valuable you are to me. But if you're not willing to give that to your child is 90,000 more likely to get that love for themselves in it. And that's what we all did. That's what we all did. Struggling mum, struggling dad, whatever the blood clot situation. You saw bare people being loved more than you were being loved, being valued more than you were being valued, being appreciated. That's the key word. Being appreciated more than you were being appreciated. Because it's the difference in appreciation from the youth that's wearing filler and Slazenger and all of this to the youth that's wearing the freshest Nike Air Force Ones. The level of quality of people that person can connect with, the level of quality of rooms that person can go into. Heck, you can't tell me you've never been outside of a club or been to a club and the bouncer won't let somebody in because of what they look like, bruv. That's what shows me appreciation. Because the reason why that bouncer isn't letting you in because he doesn't appreciate what you look like. So he'll keep you out of this club where you could potentially meet somebody that betters your situation. And vice freaking versa, bruv. But that bouncer won't care. That gatekeeper won't care. That person won't care. They won't care about your life and da. They'll say, bro, look at you, fam. Step away, bruv. And that's the biggest thing why all us man went and wanted to go get it, bruv. But no, they're criminals. They're selfish, bruv. If man wasn't that selfish criminal, bruv, my life would be trash. So again, big up to Digga D. It's the perceptions. These people got some corrupt perceptions, bruv. We're just trying to survive and be appreciated. So again, Digga D's music, in my perspective, isn't just entertainment, bruv. It's catalytic. See, this is why man does education and all of them things now. You get me? Because, man was always playing catch up, so I couldn't focus on education. So was like whatever the word is, but as a whole, I think it's brilliant because it sparks bare thing, bruv. It sparks a conversation about the system. It sparks a conversation about crime. It sparks a conversation about glorification of it's just that societal glorification of crime life. Because you gotta keep in mind, bruv, if bare gal wasn't bare gassed about all that money man was making and all the clothes and thing that man could buy, man would never do crime. If bare people wasn't there every Christmas and every birthday basically being better looked after than I was as a black African youth whose parents are in debt, so they can't buy me none of these new things and none of these fresh things that everybody else is getting because their parents have always lived there and they're not in debt and all of this stuff, bruv. So it's just that. It's a very tricky thing, you get me? But at least somebody's out here, done the work, took the risks so that people like myself, because I was never dumb enough to do the most on road, you get me? That's where a part of me always feels like, maybe I'd muck up by not being maybe I mucked up by having so much heart I didn't want to mash niggas up to death, you get me? That's one part I was questioning myself, but again, it's just that there's a dual nature of everything, you get me? And it's just that, I like him as a tool of provocation, for real. Because it's just kind of you showcase the utmost, absolute, heavy street life of everything, and you're going to provoke a change. You're going to provoke, understanding of potential obstacles everybody has to kind of get over. But in my opinion, because of that, that's where I kind of really question who is the king of rap. Because it's kind of asking who's the king of struggling. Who struggled the most? And that's sad, bruv. That's very, very sad. Obviously, man, I'm a producer, so I do dive into loads of different angles like rapping and da-da-da. And I think that's sad that the best rapper is the most heartbroken, the most pain-induced, the most saddest person, is the most traumatized. That's the one. The best rapper is always the most traumatized rapper, bruv. And that's a very heart saddening, disgusting thing to think about, bruv. This guy right now, he's the richest, one of the richest rappers in the UK because he is also the most traumatized. That's deep, bro. Like, even just think about like people. There's also people out here that rap that their careers haven't quite gone to plan. Like Dave and Central C even said in one of their songs, something about man after all these years of rapping, he couldn't sell out his show for doing a cap. But at the same time, like, would you have rather that guy had brothers in prison like Dave or be got death threats like Central C? I think that guy would much rather not sell out shows than have brothers and people it, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just with, or even like Clavish saying that I don't remember, like I think he said by some age like he'd already been robbed by his auntie. Like, imagine that, bro. Like the trauma of the woman that is meant to be your mother's sister. So she's meant to love you like her own child. She's meant to care for you, cater for you, like give you all that love. And she's finessing you, bruv. Anybody will become Clavish after that, bro. Like, your auntie is finessing you, G. Like, man, them on the road are finessing you. Or trying to. Girl are finessing you or trying to. Now people in your own blood are finessing you or trying to. Bun it, fam. I just said, bun all this life. God is on a joke man thing, and I ain't no joke man. And that's why I can't even blame Clavish for, like, his whole thing. You get me? Like, it's wild. But looking at Digga D's impact in that, it's empowering some and troubling others. And that's even to me, again, what shows me he's truly a man. Because that's, in my opinion, what a man should be. You get me? Like, a man should be that person that if there's a war, he's charging with his utmost life force and everything. But there's always going to be them people like, don't, you could die. It's wrong killing people. Oh my God. You shouldn't do that. Your family would be so sad. Think about the impact. And that's their business. Because in retrospect, what they're actually saying is, I'm a pussy. I'm so weak-minded that if I can't do what you're doing, so instead of me acknowledging that I'm a faggot, a pussy, or whatever the fuck it is, I would much rather take it out on you, blood. Why you gotta be so strong, blood? Why you gotta be so powerful, blood? Fuck you, blood. Like, I said I'm gonna do my best to keep this censored, but yo, express yourself, innit? Like, you gotta express yourself, like. So that's why I'm really kind of looking at this whole thing like, yeah, of course. He's empowering some because real recognize real, you get me? But he's troubling others because they're fussies. They're Vitilla fussy, and all this time that they thought that they were something, but they're now starting to realize, wait a minute, blood. There's this little 19-year-old that had a sniper in that, yeah? And he could have killed me, blood. I'm a big, grown, black, white, Asian, whatever man. I'm this big man out here. A 19-year-old could have smoked me off my own land, blood. He could have took me out of my business, bruv. He could have done it. Yo, let's make sure there's no more other 19-year-olds like that because they're a threat to me, fam. So they're trouble. So they're the problem, blood. Instead of acknowledging, instead of that man, that black, white, Asian, whatever, that man saying, yo, I need to get stronger. If there's a 19-year-old out there with a sniper, bruv, instead of me hating on that youth, how can I better educate myself to make sure I'm protected? But at the same time, how could I better empower that youth so that youth can then tell other youths, yo, there's better ways to protect yourself than having to need a sniper, you get me? But no, you'd rather just call us criminals and black little shits and black this and black that. And oh, they're just niggas. Oh, look at them criminals. Oh, they're wearing hoods, so there must be trouble. Blood, why are you so scared? That's always the freaking question, fam. Why are you so scared? But it's just crazy, innit? Like, it's just crazy. So anyway, coming to conclusion. In my opinion, it's clear. Digga D is more than just like, it's more than just waves. It's more than just an artist. It's more than just another London boy, another London nigga doing something and making moves. In my eyes, this is a very spiritual movement, bruv. Like, he is the truest showcase for this generation of what a man is. Not what a man should be. Not what a man, whatever, but what a man is. And in my opinion, that's why him and Central C are beefing, because from all my Or they used to be. From all my market research of asking, like, because I used to sell tickets and da 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 da. So I got to sell some Central C tickets. So I was asking girls, like, what is it about this guy, fam? And it's comfortability. Central C makes girls feel, oh my god, like, I feel like Central C, no disrespect to him, but I feel like girls feel like he's that kind of guy, like, you could do each other's nails and he would just wipe them off and polish them off, and they'll be like, you know what, babes? Like, you know what I mean? Like that like metro, yeah, that the metrosexuals and that. So that's why I feel like Central C really, really outsells Digga D, because he's more metrosexual whilst Digga D is hetero. But I don't want to just be talking out of my wassa wassa, you get me? So I'm gonna look up what is metro. I think it is metrosexual, right? A heterosexual urban man who enjoys, yes, he is more metrosexual, so therefore he's gonna sell more, fam. But Digga, large up to you, brother, because in this facade, you're a man. Yeah, for real. So anything else I want to add? But yeah, as a whole, I just think it's very important to engage in, like, you know what I mean, like, just really vent some stuff out, think things through. So yeah, this has been the What You Telling Me podcast, reminding you that embracing controversy, embracing positivity, embracing empowerment, embracing thyself, embracing life and embracing love, and heck, sometimes even embracing tough activities because you're in a tough situation. I ain't saying criminal no more because it's not fair. I say tough activities and tough situations isn't just about provocation, money, dialogue, growth, whatever, bruv. Like, it's just about survival. Life is just about survival. So until next time, keep questioning, keep engaging, keep evolving. You don't know what you're telling me. Primordial beats.